Welcome to my channel, Tips and Tricks with Ace, and as you can see by my title, I finally tried the color wax on my locks, and I'm here to show you how I applied it to my locks as well as give you a review of it. Go ahead, girl, with that slow motion. They look so thick and so full. Oh, I love them. A slow motion for me, slow motion for me, slow motion for me, slow motion for me. But enough of that, let's go ahead and get into the video so you can see how I applied it, and any questions that you may have may get answered here. So this is the brand that I chose. I do not know how to pronounce it, but I do have the link in the description box. I know you can get it through Amazon. My local beauty supply store has it. It's Mofajang, something Jang. That's what I'm using. And the color that I chose is this pretty gold color. I was hoping that it would come out maybe like a blondish or brownish color on my locks. So let's see how it's gonna look and how I applied it on my hair. I did start off doing this in sections on my dry hair because I do not read instructions like most people. I probably should have. It wanted you to try this on wet hair. So I do still have some of the product left. I may try this again in the future on wet locks instead of dry. And I'm gonna do that in sections. So as you see me now, I am sectioning off my hair so that I can start applying it to my hair. And now I'm going to go ahead and answer some of the questions that you may have about this color wax. I'm going to start off with smell because you would expect a product like this to smell bad. It honestly smells like a light cologne. I let my boyfriend smell it. He said it smells like a truck stop because it's like a bunch of colognes in there. But it's not a heavy cologne. It's really, really light and it's not too strong. So very good on the smell. I like the smell. Very manageable. Smells good. The next question, for those who may want to know if it transfers or not, yes it does. When it is first being applied to my hair, it is transferring a lot onto this black shirt, and that's why I'm wearing a black shirt, to kind of see if it does transfer, and it does. Now when I let my hair dry, it wasn't transferring as much, but it was slightly transferring. It wasn't that bad. I don't know if my hair was completely dry because it did take a little while for it to actually dry into my hair, but it does actually bleed onto fabric. Y'all should have seen me trying not to get this on my couch, especially when I have a newborn here. And one point I had picked her up and leaned back in my chair and was like, oh snap, I got this stuff on my hair, and I moved so quick to get off my chair. Luckily I didn't get any on my chair, but it does transfer while it's wet. When it's dry, it's less that it's going to transfer, but I mean, it's temporary hair color, so what you expect. Now this may be a two-part question. I'm going to start off with, is it very pigmented? As you can see, it is very pigmented. I did not have to pre-lighten my hair for this color to be achieved. I'm just putting the product onto my locks, and I'm not squeezing it into my locks because I'm a little scared for product buildup. So I'm not squeezing, I'm just rubbing it on the outside of my locks, and it's very pigmented. Did I have to use a lot of this product to get that color? No. I literally, the container that you see at the beginning, I have at least around a little bit over a half, might depend on how I was reaching into it, I don't know, but I barely used the whole container. I could possibly do my whole head again using that same container. So you don't have to use a lot of it. It's very pigmented, which is really, really good, and I did not have to pre-lighten my hair. So those are really, really plus for me. I'm scared to dye my hair just to achieve this color, so I'm happy with it. Didn't have to dye my hair. I still have all my locks. So I have finished the lower back half of that section, so I'm going to part off another section so that I can start there. And the last section I'll be doing is the front, and I'll be doing that into fours. I think I divided it into 4 parts, but I may have not, can't remember. But this is me dividing it so I can go ahead and do the next section. But do you see this color, honey? Like, there's no bleach in this, like no damage. I still have my locks. They feel really, really soft and everything. That's pretty nice. So that leads to my next question is, did it make my locks hard? At first, they didn't feel hard. They felt more heavier than anything. As you can see, my locks look really, really full and thick as I'm putting more product in it. But it did not feel hard to me. It felt just heavier and fuller, but not stiff to the point where my locks didn't move. Also, I didn't wear gloves because I wanted to see how bad it transferred and stayed onto my hands, and if it was easier to wash out on my hands. Now, it does pretty stay stuck on your hands while you're putting it on. But once I did start to wash my hands, I did notice that I had to use a little bit of a scrubbing to get it off. In between my nails and everything, there was still some around my nail plate and whatnot, but it was easier to get off with a little scrubbing brush. So it's not that bad, but I mean, it's to be expected, so it wasn't that bad. I don't know what song I'm feeling this hard. I cannot remember what I was listening to. I'm just glad y'all couldn't hear me singing it, because oh my god, it probably sound horrible. Now the application of this is very, very easy. All you do is put a little bit of the product onto your hands and rub it through your hair. It also works for loose naturals. Unfortunately, I have locks and I don't plan on going back to being a loose natural. I love my locks too much for that, and they're less maintenance for me. But I do recommend you sectioning this. Like I said, I really completely forgot all about the instructions on wetting my hair before applying the product. I still have enough to do that again, so I think I'm gonna do a versus on this video, comparing it to my future video when I do one of applying it to wet locks and seeing which one worked best. So just stay tuned for that. I don't know when I'll be doing that one. That's just an idea that I have for right now, just to show you which method was better, if I did it on my dry or my wet locks. I know the biggest question that you guys may have about the color wax is, does it wash out easily? Yes, it washed out fairly easily. It did not take me long to get it out of my hair at all. I did not have to extend my wash routine to get it out. Basically, most of it was gone before I even put my shampoo in my hair from my first wash. So I would say that it's very, very easy to wash out. Now, if I got it all out of the inside, like the shaft of my locks, I'm not sure. I plan on doing a lock detox soon, so we're gonna see if I actually wash my hair really, really good, or if the product is just stuck in my locks and I can't see it. But for the most part, the product was out of my hair. So the washing method, I did not have to change it. I didn't have to wash my hair too long. I did scrub a little bit, but not so vigorous that it was like I'd never use this again. Now in the front, I did do a little bit of experimenting, seeing if I took each lock one by one and put more product onto it, would it be more bright or more pigmented, or would it be just a little bit more colored? And it basically looked the same. So you don't have to have a lot of product. It's not gonna look like I bleached my hair, because I'm not bleaching my hair, and it's just a temporary wax color. And I'm going from this really, really dark black, I have black hair, to this lighter color. So I think it's doing a really, really good job pigment wise, like I said before. And I was just trying to test and see if I did the lock strand by strand, would it be brighter? Also, I probably could have put more product on my hair, but this is my first time using it, so I was a little scared to do that. So maybe when I do my next video, I'll add more, because I didn't have any damage or any issues with it. So that'll probably be on the next video. Everything that I messed up on this one, basically, I'll try to fix it in a future video. And even with my mistakes, I still recommend this product to people who may want to switch up their look with their locks. If you want to try different colors but you don't want to bleach your hair, I plan on trying different colors, so or different brands. So just questions that I want you guys maybe to answer in the comments. If you have used this color wax, how did it affect your locks? If you've used a different brand, what other brand do you suggest that I try? And also, what colors do you think I should try? I really want to experiment with something out of the box, not just a regular normal hair color. Maybe a purple, blue. I really think green will look good, and I just want to try different colors. So just comment if you've tried it, what brand you may suggest, and what color should I try in the future. So your girl finally made it to the last section of my hair. It's the very front. I'm so happy to be done with this. Like, oh my god, like, and I love the way that it's turning out. Now don't forget to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Also, make sure you answer the questions that I asked you to comment on in the comments, with if you've tried the color wax, what other brands do you think I should try, and what other colors do you think I should try. Also, if I did not answer one of the questions that you may have, make sure that you make that as a comment as well. So if there's something that I didn't answer for you, or any questions that you may have about the color wax, just make sure you comment that, and I'll make sure that I go in and answer that question for you. Like I said, I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, don't forget to continue watching. I'm not done yet. And this is the final look. I love the way that it's turned out. My locks feel fuller, they don't feel stiff, and this is something that I plan on using in the future. So don't forget to comment what colors I should try next, or any questions you may have. Also, there's other videos you can watch, and the links are in the description box, so make sure you do that. Like, comment, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.